Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Thompson here to talk to you a little bit about week 5. Now, I noticed that many of you have already posted in the week 5 discussion. Early birds are always welcome, so I'm glad to see you there, and I'll see you there myself later on today. So let's talk a little bit more about what we're going to be doing in week 5 and what things I consider to be important. First of all, you've got readings in the area of crisis. Now, crisis is a great area for us to be thinking about because you can learn a lot from it. And if you're going to be a mental health professional, you are going to deal with crises from time to time. I spent a year and a half working in a crisis unit before I went to graduate school, and it was one of the most valuable experiences of my life. And I hope any of you going into this field will have an experience like that for yourself. Now, let's talk about the week 5 discussion. Um, Now, you don't have to read an article for this discussion, but it involves self-reflection, which has been, really an important thing that we've already been talking about a lot. In fact, some people have voiced the idea that self-reflection is the most important aspect of training to be a therapist. And as you know from my comments, I happen to agree with that. So, what you're going to be doing is talking about what you feel are your strengths and limitations as a counselor or therapist. Now, moving on to the week 5 assignment for this week. So, you're going to be reading about crisis theory. You're going to be addressing questions like what is a crisis and what are the types of crises that you might see out there in the world. In fact, you'll notice that the readings um, have sort of a scheme for how you can categorize different types of crises. Then you got 3 exercises you need to respond to. So this is a fair amount of work this week. So in 9.2, you're going to be classifying a group of scenarios according to the type of crisis they appear to be. In 9.4, you're going to be talking about social networks, particularly your own social networks. When you deal with people in crises, one of the things going through your mind is going to be what social network, if any, is there. And so therefore, what resources do we have to bring to bear for this particular individual? Now in 9.8, lo and behold, a little more self-reflection, right? You're going to be identifying truths versus myths. And so this is another time to kind of step back and look at yourself and your own belief system and think about, what things do I believe to be true? What things do I understand to be myths? What kinds of assumptions do I have and do I bring to the counseling situation? So, goodbye, everybody. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the discussion. Be sure to get in touch if you need some help. Bye-bye now.